Hello, sixth graders. I hope you had a nice long weekend. Good news, our assignment for this week is extremely short. The bad news is it is in Google Sheets. So I know maybe that's not always your most favorite to do, but this is a very, very quick assignment. Today we are making a pie chart to display data of what eye colors a class has. So on step 1 here, it says you need to open a new spreadsheet file. You can add a spreadsheet from your assignment, or you can go to your waffle up here. I always like to type in sheets.google.com, but if you go up to the waffle, you can go ahead and look for the icon that says Google Sheets. From there, you click on the plus to start with a blank file. And I am going to name this activity 4 because it is a lot easier to find later when I go to attach it rather than trying to figure out which untitled document I'm supposed to attach. Okay, so step 1 on here, I need to go ahead and type in the information. So we're going to type that in and then center align this column B. So I'm going to do eye color, hazel, green, brown, and blue. Okay, so I went ahead and typed out that data. Now everything does fit in here for me. If for some reason you had a larger font size, like maybe a 15 or even a 20, it doesn't quite fit, and so you would want to make sure that you widen your columns to make sure that it does fit. The content fits within the columns, but that is not a requirement to make it a size of 20. Just make sure that your data can be seen. If I click on the B up at the top, remember, clicking on the B selects the entire column, and we go to the alignment icons and click the center align. The next step we have to complete as step 5, and we're going to add some borders around those grid lines, and we're going to give them a heavy weight. So first I need to select my data, so I click in the middle of A1 and I drag down. Please make sure that you do not click on this tiny box because remember that copies everything over and it gets rid of everything, which is not what you want to do. So I'm going to click in the middle of A1 and drag down. And then right here, if I was just going to do a normal border, I can go ahead and click on that. That is a normal border, but we need a heavyweight border. So if I look, there's my border color, my border style, and I can pick a heavier weight line. And now this looks a little bit more like the example on the other document where it's a heavy weight. The next step is sorting the spreadsheet. Now, we talk about how Excel and Google Sheets are fairly similar. This is where Google Sheets is a little bit different. And one of the questions I often get from my students is, Mrs. Ostin, why isn't it picking my data, or why is it not sorting correctly? And that is because in a Google Sheet, it's really important that your header data goes on this first row, because when it goes on the second or third row, it gets really, really confused. So we're going to go ahead and sort our data. If I click on that square in between the A and the 1, it selects everything on my sheet. I could also, just pick my range. Either one is fine. If you do this way, you have to make sure you click all of the columns in here. But I'm going to data sort column A to Z. Now, if you notice when I did that, eye color went in the middle, which was not the best thing. So now when I say data, I'm going to say sort range. And then I'm going to tell it that data has a header row. So that basically says ignore that first row and then sort by A to Z. This keeps eye color up at the top, and I now have blue, blue, brown, green, hazel. Yes, you could have typed it that way, but imagine if you had 2,000 rows, you would not want to alphabetize them by hand. Okay, so we have now sorted everything. Our next set is to pick our data, and then we are going to use that data to create a chart. Okay. These steps, again, these are for the steps in Excel. If you want to use an Excel, you are more than welcome to. But we're just going to go ahead and do this in a Google Sheet because I know you all have that. So we're going to go ahead and select the data and say Insert Charts. Hopefully it picked a pie chart for you, but if not, remember on the side here, you can go ahead and pick the correct drop down here for the type of chart that you would like. There's some other pie chart options, like I always like the 3D pie charts, but anything is fine. You can do the 3D pie chart or you can do the 3D ring pie chart. Either one is going to be just fine. Okay, so looking here, this is called responses, and we got a couple things left to do. One is that we're going to change the title to 8th period eye colors. And I just double clicked on that title there. If you don't have a title for some reason, you can click those 3 dots to get to the chart editor, or if the chart editor is already up, make sure you are on the customize side and coming down to where it says chart axis and title. It shows the chart title there in the drop down, and that is where you can type it as well. Double click is much easier, but if there's no title there, sometimes it's hard to double click. My last step I have for you, this is nice. This is a blue, and that's blue. But my brown eyes are red, my green eyes are yellow, and my hazel are green. So I really like to try to fix those colors there. So if I click on brown, and again, it's over in the customize, it automatically goes there when I click on it. I can go ahead and change the color to a brown. You know, that's close enough. I'm going to click on green. I'm going to change that to green. It's the same color, so I need to change my hazel still. If I click on hazel, it goes to the right one. And hazel, I just always make gray, but you can pick any color you want for hazel. Maybe you decide you want purple. So going back and looking at the assignment, I've now changed it to 8th period eye colors. I have my data center aligned for column B. I have that heavy weight there, and I am ready to go ahead and turn it in on Google Classroom. So it is a pretty easy assignment. I just walked through the whole thing with you in 8 minutes, and that is your only assignment for this week. So hopefully it will be a fairly easy one for you. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know and reach out. I am on my email all the time, so if you need anything, let me know.